California. And I had to pay international tax to fix this shit. Because somebody doesn't like me. But whatever, it works. I'm happy. Do you know what's going on? Because I've decided, yeah, I'll happily oblige if I have to. But knowing, school, it's like, fuck off. But who's the one that fucking pays you for school? Well, whatever, don't matter. Okay, we've got liquid fertilizer in there, which is good. Stuff. What's this? Oh, that's right, that. Fragment. No. Bro, really? That's the thing, though. It was like, This is early for it. Music's early for it. Driving to play amongst us. Let me see what spring is like on a Jupiter night. You need a word. Hold my hand, do. Another one. You. Okay. Right, get down. Where is this fucking video? Oh, I'm not a report. I'm not coming to a school with that. Oh, fun, guys. Thought I missed the time. Of course I did. It's just everybody decide on what. I wish I said it was never happy. Uh, I do think I. In other words, you. doing. Please afford. Who carries no driver's license? What a shame. You know what? Yeah, we are gonna need a big old crane to get these in here. Oh, hey, looking. Oh, hey, looking. Are they telling? No, you bastard. No, very nice. Where's the, what's this? Sawmill, okay. So we take that road and we get it. Alright, okay. Oh, we have another field for hay. Ooh, okay, we'll take that. I want to get the forest around here looking schmick. Oh, soon. There it is. Where's the fucking sell point? Yes. Not down there. Oh, so it's down here that where it gets sold. Okay. Well, look how many logs I've just brought. isn't it? Okay. Coming! Let me see what spring is like on the Jupiter. Another word. Oh my hand, do. Another word. I love you. Fill my heart in forevermore. No worship. Another word. Another one. Another one. Mm, 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 You. You know what? Since we're putting ooh, I need to shit myself. I'm going to shit my pants. Because I can't. Because I just can't. I'm alright. I'm gonna shit my pants. I'm gonna shit my pants and then shit my pants everywhere. Shit my pants everywhere. Everybody will ask to her. I need to shit my pants. Oh, great. Hang on. In December. Still in here from the punch. Show me how to tell you. So darling, won't you stand up? Oh, shit. Oh, where is it? Yeah, we have an entire segment. Fuck, I need to crap my pants now. Oh my god, I'm about to shit.
inside had gone an entire year without being adopted. If no one adopted him within the next 10 days, the dog would be euthanized. The caretaker did everything she could to save him, recording a video of the dog and posting it on social media, hoping more people would see his story and adopt him. But sadly, no one showed any interest. One day, the dog suddenly got sick. He was given food through a breathing aid, and the next day, he began to recover. The caretaker took him outside for a walk, and for the first time in a long while, he felt the fresh air on his face. Even though that moment didn't last long, it made him feel alive again. When he returned to his cage, the dog looked at everyone passing by with hopeful eyes, wishing someone would finally take him home. He had longed for a family and love for so long. Then, on the very last day, a kind man came and adopted him. The man instantly fell in love with the dog, and the dog couldn't stop wagging his tail in gratitude. He had never felt this happy before, loved and cared for every single second. At that moment, he truly felt like the happiest dog in the world. A woman changed the number on the board.
You can make $1 million in under 5.
What happens if my dad starts Tai Chi tomorrow?
How old is your father?
He is 56.
Oh, perfect. By the end of September, you won't even recognize him.
But what if he hasn't worked out in years?
That's even better. Tai Chi was made specifically for beginner men, 40 plus.
Isn't the gym better?
After 50, the gym breaks you. Tai Chi heals your body and make you lose weight faster than in your 20s.
Does he need any equipment?
His body's enough.
When a driver began abusing Abdul on the road, he could never
Abdul.
have guessed who was behind the wheel. Then his phone rang. On the other end of the line, an off-duty officer who found Abdul's number within minutes. The tirade all caught on his dash cam.
As a police officer, you're entrusted to serve and protect. She was on her phone, making gestures.
Off duty and accused of breaking the laws she swore to uphold.
She was able to access my personal information, that being my phone number, within minutes.
She's called him and acted in a way that I would say is not very becoming of a police officer.
I have a dash cam, so like you call everything, you're in the wrong.
Broadmeadows, suburban Melbourne. Mid-afternoon and Abdul Zuraika is heading to the shops.
There was a female driver in a white Hyundai in a left lane that merges into the right lane that I was occupying.
Abdul's dash cam is recording as the white Hyundai speeds up to make it through an amber traffic light. The Hyundai suddenly emerges left of screen as the lane's ending. Abdul speeds up too, forcing the other driver to hit the brakes.
She became quite agitated at the fact that I didn't let her cut through.
She pulls out her phone and holds it as if she's recording him. Both her hands are off the wheel for at least 5 seconds. Her car begins veering towards the edge of the lane before the driver corrects herself. She speeds up to Abdul, repeatedly flipping her middle finger. But it's what happens next that leaves him stunned.
Sorry, who?
Within 3 minutes of the incident, Abdul gets a call from the driver of the other car. At this point, he has no idea how she got his number.
Who are you? Okay. The next time, yeah.
We've confirmed the senior constable was off duty at the time.
Okay, but I've also got your dash cam. You were speeding and you cut through when you shouldn't have done that. I wasn't speeding. You were. One that you required to give way with. So it's how about that? You said when you're someone further to be dead.
Exactly how she got Abdul's number so quickly, he doesn't know for sure. If she used a police database to hunt it down for no other purpose than to berate him, that would be an awful abuse of police powers.
You instigated, you were cussing me out for no reason. You were literally giving me. I have a dash cam, so like everything, you were in the wrong.
Irrespective of who was in the right or wrong during the road rage, Abdul says it doesn't excuse the off-duty officer's actions.
I think it's completely unacceptable, and I think there's a definite need for some sort of repercussion.
Abdul says he went to his local police station to report what happened.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to give me any information that was of much help. They said they'd investigate. They didn't ask to see the dash cam. It was an attending officer over the counter who just took some notes down in his notebook. Didn't really take the interest of wanting me to put in a formal statement. Didn't provide me a case number.
What do you think about the fact that she took both hands off the wheel and she's holding her phone up?
I mean, that's a driving offence in itself. So again, if we as civilians are going to be reprimanded for things like this, then she's not above the law and she should also be reprimanded, and a driving infringement should be sent her way.
In the course of their duties, police are exempt from road rules and are able to use mobile phones while driving if it's reasonable to do so.
I've seen a lot of stuff in my time. I'm pretty hardened, but I am surprised at how quickly that police officer has managed to get his personal mobile number and how quickly she's called him and then effectively sought to administer any sort of justice against him.
Jeremy King from Robinson Gill Lawyers specialises in police misconduct. He says even if the off-duty officer thought a road violation had occurred, she shouldn't have acted the way she did.
What she should have done is get all the evidence together and pass it over to someone who has a cooler head, who is objective, who's not part of it, who's not a witness, and they can then decide whether to issue an infringement notice.
While it's not been confirmed, the off-duty officer found Abdul's phone number on a police database. Jeremy says unauthorised access to databases like Leap remain a serious issue.
Yeah, there has been a long-standing problem with police officers misusing Leap and using Leap as their own sort of personal database for a variety of reasons. And how often does this happen? How often do police quickly just access Leap when it suits them, as opposed to it being clear, official, objective police business?
And this case raises very serious questions about police databases and the conduct of officers like this senior constable. Abdul says he supports the important role police play every day, but he says it's disappointing that incidents like this tarnish the good work of officers who do the right thing.
I'm not one to ever, speak negatively of police. And to be honest, it's actually kept me up at night thinking about it. I would love for them to reach out and be able to have a conversation and let me know if she is a police officer.
We've confirmed she is, in fact, a serving member of Victoria Police who was off duty at the time. After we contacted the force, they reached out to Abdul and, in a statement, Victoria Police told us it's investigating the circumstances of the road rage. The Professional Standards Command, which investigates police misconduct, has also been notified.
I see this all the time where people try and make complaints and they go nowhere. They effectively get filed in the bin, and it's only when someone escalates it that anything actually happens.
Abusing your power is not something you should be doing as a police officer. I mean, you're entrusted to be serving and protecting the community, and if you're abusing your power for your own personal gain, then I think she's got to have the book thrown at her.
And if you can believe it, the senior constable remains on duty. Abdul has made a complaint to Victoria's anti-corruption watchdog.
The position you are about to open on your current trading platform may be the exact position you open with plus 500, but...
Brown's wing at turn 2, I think.
Didn't have them.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I've sent the kids off to get beers on the way home. So,
you know what they had to do before they left? Have you got your ID with you?
G'day everyone, welcome to the Drivers Only podcast, the Bathurst, straight from Bathurst, the Bathurst edition wrap up. I'm here with the new crowned champions, Matt.
I'm driving. Fuck it.
So I had plenty to say, obvious reasons, about the violence on the streets in Melbourne. And we know what they are. We know the crazies. We know the trots. We know who this is. This is not Labor. It's probably not even Greens. We are right out there into Twinkletown, right? But let's be very, very clear, Daniel. The test in the next 24 hours is how those in power respond. We saw the police, who normally can be very PC, going, no, bugger this. This is who did it. This is why they did it. Do you think it's important?
Well, that's exactly right, Paul. And yeah, look, I think it is. I think it is important, and I think what we saw was a real turning point in Victoria. What we've seen over the last few years with the police, unfortunately, has been a real politicisation of the police force.
This is going to be a fun time.
To those who are sort of the protected class and mainstream Australia wanted to voice their views and protest. But what we saw today was some very deliberate words by, I think it was a commander of the police, saying that he actually pinpointed the left-wing activists who were behaving violently, who were seeking to cause trouble with the March for Australia demonstrators. And he also pointed out that the March for Australia demonstrators were peaceful. So he chose his words very deliberately and in a way that I don't think we've seen now for a number of years. So I think this is a turning point, not just in Victoria. We know that the trust in the police in Victoria has been at an all-time low, in part because of the way that they went about the COVID protests and how they basically became a political arm of Daniel Andrews. And I think this is important, and you're dead right. Everyone's going to be waiting to see what Premier Allen does about this.
Well, I thought long and hard about whether I should remind people that the Victoria Police have rubber bullets. I chose not to at the start of things. I'm not suggesting that I want to see a reverse version of violence on the streets, but good on the cops for saying what they said today. And there is zero downside for Jacinta Allen coming out and saying exactly the same thing tomorrow. There is no mainstream Melbourneian, Victorian accepts that what has happened today is cool.
Yeah, look, I think you'll see Premier Allen, come out and make pretty strong comments on this. I agree it was reasonable for the police to make the statements they did today. The violence is appalling. It's a disgusting thing. People are getting sick of it. This is a completely fringe group that are just purpose is to basically make a ruckus. Does nothing for any of their causes. No one's talking about the causes they were protesting. You don't even know what they were protesting. So this just distracts from all these legitimate issues that people are facing in the community. And I think Premier Allen will probably come out and have a pretty strong word about this tomorrow.
Yeah. Can I also say, because I've got a couple of people maybe misinterpreting the early parts of my conversation this evening in and around Barnaby Joyce, right? I like Barnaby Joyce, no question. I love the bloke, right? I wanted to be around politics for a long time. I just wanted to be very specific about this sort of, replacing Pauline Hanson thing. That ain't happening, right? David Littleproud was on our air a little bit earlier tonight discussing the concept of the former leader, not running for the Nats, but maybe still being part of Australian politics at the next election.
He's left all his options open. We want him to stay in the National Party. I think he has a contribution to make between now and when he retires. We've got some big decisions to make, around things like net zero, how we address those sort of challenges and have a practical solution, not just be part of a protest party.
Now, Ed, let's talk here. Let's try to sort of jump past what has been the last couple of days of sort of hot taking about whether he will, whether he won't, what does it mean for the Conservatives, etc., right? But obviously there's a moment right now where people are moving towards one nation, right? A certain sliver of people. We can all say Wednesday come, the rest of it. Well, guess what? It's a little bit of everyone at the moment. Why? Because they're liking what's being put down. But it's pretty obvious, right? Even reading through the tea leaves here, we're talking about 3 years away. Yeah? Some of the breaking, rolling coverage of this was as if it had happened yesterday and he was still the Deputy Prime Minister. And again, I love Barnaby Joyce. I want him to stick around.
Well, look, I think there is this legitimate shift towards the one nation vote, that's for sure. But
One Nation still have a pretty low ceiling in our national politics. I don't think we're ever going to see them get to the same levels that you're seeing a party like Reform in the UK soaring to. It's not really surprising at the moment when you're seeing so much drift and so much sort of confusion on the right of politics generally that you're going to see defections. There's a complete confusion around the message between the Libs, the Nats, and One Nation. They're all sort of vying for the same argument on migration in some ways. And it doesn't surprise me that, Barnaby Joyce will see potentially he's going to have a longer parliamentary career if he does shift to One Nation, shift to the Senate again. That's probably the logic behind this. But what difference does it really make whether he's going to have a Nationals hat on or a One Nation hat on? He's going to be making the same points, making the same arguments as he is today.
Well, and again, right, to me, more strength to his arm, right? You disagree, that's cool, right? And you're not suggesting anything else. But Daniel, again, it's this. I was really interested how this played over the weekend, right? Because again, if the Deputy Prime Minister had made a decision that was immediately impactful, then I get it, right? Otherwise, you're talking about a person who, yes, has absolutely been ostracised by the leadership of his party, has been pushed out of shadow cabinet, but a person who many in this country still believe has a powerful voice and a very big brain that should be close to the nucleus, not right out sitting next to, Pluto, and by that I mean the Teals.
Yeah, look, I agree with that. I think what it highlights, in addition to what's already been discussed, is I think a lot of the national seats are vulnerable in a way that's not yet been detected. One of the narratives is that the Nationals have performed very well, which is true when you look at the number of seats they hold. They haven't lost any seats, I think, for many, many years now. But I know for a fact there's lots of people in regional Australia that do not feel that they have adequate representation, including in the Nationals Party. We can see what happened in New South Wales at a state level a few years ago, where the Nats lost a lot of seats to the Shooters, Farmers and Fishers Party or Independent. So there's a lot of people who are disgruntled. Net zero is one of the issues, but net zero is also kind of a standard bearer or an exemplar for the disconnect you have against the grassroots and the parliamentary leadership. And we see that in the Nationals Party and the Liberal Party. So that's one of the reasons why it's such a flashpoint. So until the National Liberal Parties come to a very strong position on those two issues, you're going to keep seeing this happen time and time again.
Yeah, we'll all find out and we'll watch along together. Good thing is, everyone involved in this, I like them. Right, so if it all ends up as a stronger version of all of them, fine by me. All right, last one here. The meeting between the President and the Prime Minister. Ed, again, you know where I stand on Albo. No mystery of where I stand on Albo, but I think this thing's going to be fine. I think it will be reviewed like it was the opening night of, Hamilton. I think it'll get rave reviews. Why? There will be no blow-up. There won't be a blow-up. And if we've set the bar that low, who's going to pass it with flying colours?
Well, I couldn't agree more, Paul, and I think it actually plays into the favour of the Prime Minister that we've seen for the entire year. Basically, the entire Conservative side of politics have a go at him about his relationship, about the US relationship, about his relationship personally with Trump. And a lot of these expectations, and all he needs to do is basically have a smooth meeting tomorrow, and that will be seen as a triumph. I don't think we're going to see any huge deals or huge announcements come out of this meeting, but I do think we're going to see a friendly conversation. And that's going to be a massive win for the Prime Minister. I would hope that it would quieten some of this speculation down around the fraying of the US-Australia relationship, simply because Albo hadn't been invited to the White House.
Yeah, look, I mean, I don't think that it's without comment or commentary or negative reviews about how far away these two people have been at times. But again, the bottle here is Canada, the bottle here is the UK, and that's the issue, Daniel, again. For those, and look, is there part of me that would absolutely love to see the rip and tear, but it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is going to be a sort of a Canada-like situation. And when you're a left-wing leader, there's no downside for you on domestic political front, because if Albo goes there and he gets beaten up by Trump, then he's going to, Australians will say, oh, well, he stood up to the American bully, he's doing the right thing. He gets a deal with Trump or it all goes well. He looks like he's got a command on international affairs. So it's sort of what Ed was saying, the fact that the people like me have sort of attacked Albo on this front, it sort of means that he's got to win either way. So I think on the domestic political front, he'll be fine. Now, whether he's able to kick the ball forward on the relationship remains to be seen, and I have my doubts, but I think he'll come back home looking okay, actually.
All right, thank you, lads. Do appreciate it, mate. Muggy or otherwise. Beautiful city. Kiss the ground for me.
Good evening and welcome to a program devoted entirely to lefties losing it. Let's start with a musical flavour, and it seems that leftism destroys everything. Even the biggest superstars like Beyonce and Katy Perry have become figures of ridicule in 2025. Let's start with Katy, who, fresh from pretending to be an astronaut, is now being mocked for her cringe performance in her latest concert tour.
Boy, that is so cheese.
We have to get him on! I can't move him on my own. I can't get him. All right, come on.
Let's go.
Where did the shot come from?
I don't know.
5021 George, we're on scene at the 10-1. Keep the cars coming. We got an active shooter in the area. Notify responding units as plainclothes at the scene. I need all intersections locked to bed. Have a supervisor initiate an officer down detail. Come on, buddy. Come on.
It's gotta be a south-facing balcony.
See anything? Nothing. Stay with me, Andrew. Stay with me. No, back inside. All right. Hey, so no one leaves this building. Get me some units around back. Have them cover all sides. Go door to door. Gather everyone in the lobby. Everyone gets interviewed.
Sarge. Probationary officer that was shot is Anthony O'Sullivan, who responded to a man in the lobby with a gun, so we're searching the whole complex right now. He was only 2 months out there, Captain Sarge. What's his training officer say? He's on the way to man right now, but he said he didn't hear or see the shot. Well, the original call was a man with a gun. Give me the time and location. Make sure the kid's family's headed over to the hospital.
Sarge, we need you up here, boss. 8th floor.
NFL team leads at the half. Celebrate early with Neds. Back in NFL team to win, and if they're up 8+ points at halftime, you win. Available on head-to-head bets on select NFL games this week. Chances are you're about to lose.
Like I did. Really? Why can't this
Single
actor...
223 round. Probably an hour 15. This was an execution.
I don't care as long as...
Shooters in the wind. It's unknown how many offenders at this time. Looks like here they were lying in wait. Only one shot fired.
If this is like Dallas, we need to worry about contagion. Sympathizers, copycats. I'll keep details in a minute.
We're in contact with CPIC, FBI, and Homeland, running every active threat against police.
Hank, I want you running point on this. Citywide.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We did everything we could. Very sorry.
Come on.
Anthony O'Sullivan.
You managed to get it.
Grew up in Saguenay. Still living with his parents. He was class commander and graduated first in his class from the academy 2 months ago. Here, I only pulled our latest and greatest active threats to police. Yeah, we got 2 white separatists aligned with 2 anti-government groups.
And our top 6 are bangers who attended a summit
Last month, 3 West Side gangs were in attendance. They vowed to kill police officers for the killing of young black men.
Northwest Street is they had snipers on the roof last night.
So patrol still has no suspects. There was no 911 calls for shots fired, so we're thinking that the shooter used a flash suppressant and a silencer, and most likely he's monitoring our radios.
Nothing off ballistics. Bullet doesn't match a gun on file. Your office?
So start narrowing. Who has access to a gun? Who's online spewing hate? And I don't care if that crime scene was licked clean. There's a path that leads straight to that balcony.
They don't want cops in this city. That's fine. Let's pull out. Let them police themselves. See how long that lasts.
Cars parked at the tail end of a dead-end alley. No one's approached.
Did you see any movement inside the vehicle?
No. Plainclothes walked by. Car was cold. Looks like he dished it. We almost missed it back there.
We'll approach with you just in case he's in there laying low.
All right.
Let's go.
Chicago PD! Anybody in the car, come out with your hands up.
Seriously?
Radio? I think so, yeah. Wait, hold on. Something doesn't feel right. Aaron, check your radio.
Get down! Hey! Where did that come from? Johnny, fight us!
Go get your squad! Go get your squad! Go!
Go get your squad.
10 o'clock on the road!
Squad.
Come on, I got it! Go!
Hold on! Really, hold on!
Come on. This is taking forever. Oh, I did it.
He's moving! Garcia, you get on the horn! You call it 10-1 right now, we need backup! Copy that!
Down the block!
Let's go. You're clear.
We got a rope. You were pound down.
5021 George, we're on scene of the 10-1. We got an officer inbound with a gunshot wound to the head. Offender believed to be on foot heading westbound on the rooftops. Roll air 1.
Why is it doing that?
Talk to me.
She's been down 8 minutes.
All right, let's get her on the gurney.
Will, I can't with my hands.
Talk to me.
She's been down 8 minutes.
All right, let's get her on the gurney.
Will, I can't with my hands.
All right. I got it. Let's go, keep moving.
Shaving, waxing, and clinical laser are officially out. Soft, ingrown, free skin.
Will says that she died before she hit the ground for whatever. Okay, so we know Area Central and Patrol shut the whole block down. I know a perimeter search is underway, but every camera in the area was vandalized. The highway was spitting distance.
Did we get a look at him?
Boss, he hit low. This guy, the way he shot, he was trained. He was military. The truck was a lure. It was bait. We never should have been in the alley. That son of a bitch knew we'd come in hot. We had no cover. He had a remote vantage point, triangulated us from above, and then we were freaking target practice.
He jammed a frequency.
Oh, cell phones and the radios, they were all down.
Put a call into OAMC and take a lap. Let me know as soon as you're here.
Black four-door sedan coming your way.
I suppose it was him.
He made us move.
Do not move. Turn the car off nice and slow. Now put your hands outside the vehicle. Do it or we will light you up. Do it now.
Park the truck.
Park the Jersey.
Hope every cop in the city gets smoked.
Sure. Get him in the cage. The perfect blend. Always bold and now even slower. Nescafe Blend 43.
You should join me in more prayer on Hallow. Stay right up.
Arson? No doubt. Strong smell of gasoline, but no ruptured fuel lines or tank. It's definitely a pour. The victim was probably dead beforehand, otherwise he would have tried like hell to crawl out of there.
Man, what a way to go.
Yeah.
Really good. A couple of guys checking for security cameras over by those containers. Keep it posted. Copy that.
Hey. I heard about your son. Just wanted to tell you how sorry I am.
Nah.
That means a lot, man.
Yo, Sarge. Plates came back to a Ted Brenner, 55, no priors.
Right, thanks.
Hey, gotta go.
Not great.
Hi. Check this out. Right here.
What's out of his chest?
Is that a police wire? Well, let's find out.
Hey, is that my car? Whoa, whoa.
There's an adult in the front seat, but we haven't identified him.
Evan, where's my father's watch on his right wrist? An old Omega. Is it him? Please. 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 Please.
Is this Wicks?
Yeah, that's him.
Cigarette superset, I guess, huh? Trigger fish him. I want that number. Come on, call somebody, you nitwit.
Hey, Antonio headquarters called. Asked me to come in and talk about the night just avoid got killed.
Have your FLP lawyer handle it.
Handle it. There's nothing to handle. I don't know anything.
Well, good. Either way, you don't talk to them unless your lawyer's present.
Okay. But if I bring in a lawyer, doesn't it look like I'm guilty of something?
You asking me for my advice, or just let me know headquarters reached out to you?
Advice.
Then let your FOP lawyer handle it, and let's not talk about it again.
I can do that.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
You got it.
Call that number into Lindsay. We need a warrant for all the muds and tolls off that phone.
Yep.
Hey, Hank.
Yeah.
Father of the DOA, Ted Berner. He just got here. He's got some questions. You know, you could have taken longer to come back.
A lot of things I could have done different, Judy. Mr. Berner?
So,
from my daughter that a cop may have pushed Evan into this? We're looking into that. Yes or no? Yes. I tried calling her. Richie, that's her name? She won't call me back. That's not the right time. She got my son killed! I understand what you're feeling right now. You don't understand the damn thing I'm feeling right now! Mr. Burner, you want an investigation as to what went wrong, or do you want to find the man who killed your son? I want to find the man that killed my son.
Well, that's what.
I'm going to do that. Right now, everyone involved in this case needs to keep a real low profile. You got to trust me on this. I took 60 years of living away from him. Falling in love. Getting married. Holding his child in his arms.
Shit! Why is this thing so fucking massive?
Alright, according to the phone records, Wick had these 4 women working for him. Probably his couriers. 3 of them are strippers for whatever that's worth, but one of them stood out. Nikki Culler. Looks like she did some smurfing for Wicks, hit multiple currency exchanges, but kept everything under 3K so as not to elicit a suspicious activity report. The thing is, she did it so many times, she got reported anyway. Where's Lindsay? She's working the case. Here we go. Wicks and Nikki have a 3-year-old son together. Child Services has been to their apartment 3 times over the past 2 years.
I just feel like I'm being worked here.
You're shacking up with a drug dealer who killed someone. You're totally aware of what he does for a living, right? And you've helped him launder money.
I don't know everything. I didn't know that he killed that kid.
Exactly. And that's the only thing that's going to keep you out of jail with your son. You gotta help us bring Wicks down. Period.
Why?
Come to Alibaba.com. Enjoy fast dispatch and no one will queue.
Why are these trailers
How to escape the heat if you
so
don't have an air
hot?
conditioner.
It's smaller than a lunchbox, cools any room within 3 minutes, and
Why
uses
am I- hang on, why am I needing a
98%
truck
less
for
energy
this?
than your AC. It was invented by a former ASA engineer from Adelaide, and it's now taking Australia by storm. Steve designed this device after a citywide...
Okay, so located on your purse strap is a tiny, undetectable camera. We can see everything. Right here is the transponder. You don't need to do anything. Just keep that in your purse.
I don't need to activate it or anything.
One more time. You don't need to do anything.
Detective Olinsky's your ghost. He'll be nearby behind you at all times, ready to move in if needed. Do not make eye contact with him.
Well, how close?
We're close enough to worry. Look, if you're afraid for any reason, take off your ponytail holder. That's your visual distress signal, okay? The verbal cue is crazy. That's all you gotta say. Like, hey, this is crazy. All right? One of those cues are both. We're coming in.
I wouldn't say this is crazy. I would say this is...
Your boyfriend.
Before the car was torched.
What happened to you? You're sick.
He was a snitch working with the cops. He's trying to put us in jail. Does it matter to you?
That's what he said. I'm working with the cops. That's what he said.
There's a hunch I got. I pressed him on it. He didn't have the right answers.
He made his choice. I made mine. Okay.
So you killed him?
Why are you asking so many questions?
Rich.
I'd like to find out.
Good
job, Jake.
this simple to get your dream body. Get this app called Fit Body. Workout savings to set your preferences. If you want to build muscle, choose Build Muscle Mass. If you want to get stronger, choose Build Strength. It'll tailor your workout based on what you want to do. Next, select the equipment you have access to. Now decide how many days a week. Then check your muscle recovery settings. The app tracks which muscles are ready to go or which ones need rest. Lastly, just hit generate workout, and boom, you've got a custom program that's literally designed for you. Do it for yourself right now for free.
So many pieces of equipment.
Probably going to say a few things in this video that you should probably not say to a 3-year-old child. But if you're going to be annoying, I can't be responsible for the things that I said, even though I just am. I just am.
Moments after I met Dylan, he just sank down into the furniture. I mean, it was only morning. The poor boy looked exhausted.
Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. Joe, pleasure to meet you.
Dad looks useless. It's usually the case. It's always the case with these Super Nanny videos. Kevin, of course, that's his name.
I'm going to put my bag down and be a fly on the wall. Okay, perfect. Thank you. We're going to have lunch. Go, hey, don't kick me.
It's like the cameramen just go, right, action. Kevin, what much, just stood there with his hands in his pocket. Even the reaction he gave when Dylan kicked his mum just screams, I'm not going to do anything about what just happened. He's just stood there like, ooh, nice leg kick. Say, do something. He's just watching with Super Nanny. He's going to be like, you see that? I told you he's bad. Yeah, we need to sort him out. Like, help her, Kevin, do something. I'd give him a leg kick. He's not going to check it, is he? Nothing too hard, obviously. Just something to let him know that if you kick your mum, there's something coming right back your way, buddy.
Go sit at the table. And right away, Dylan started acting up.
I think it'd be a bit awkward if he just didn't do anything, though. Wouldn't it? The cameras are all rolling, she's ready to go, then Dylan just went off to bed. Surely they must, antagonise him or piss him off to get some sort of a reaction out of him. I bet the producer or some shit, takes Dylan into a room and just fills him with pure shite. They'll be saying some shit to Dylan like, listen, I was just speaking to your mum and she was just saying that she doesn't love you. And if she could, she'd go back and get an abortion. So if I was you, I'd go and do something about it. And when they realise that they've got him, Dylan's pissed off, he's kicking his mum, the cameramen behind the scenes are like, boys, we've got him up top. Come on, let's celebrate with a beer later. Fucking get him.
And then I got to see how big an issue Dylan's mealtime antics really are.
Water?
You're fine. Stop. Why don't you want to eat? Please.
When I was a kid, I'm not going to say my dad forced me to eat my food, but I'm just saying if I didn't make at least a valid attempt to at least finish it, I'll be in the shit. What I used to do is when he left the room, it'd be me, my plate, and my mum. And he used to be like, Mum, listen, help me. So when my dad walks back in the room, the plate's pretty much empty, and I'm just sat there like, oh, God, I'm fucking stuck. That was nice, that, man. Lovely. But I think because of that is the reason why I hate food going to waste now. I fucking can't stand it. I eat so much too. You won't think it looking at me, but I can fucking eat.
I can cut it. No! You don't want to cut? I was seeing how much he knows exactly what buttons to push. When you look at Dylan, you can clearly see that he has control.
What's he eating there? What is that? Is that watermelon, chicken and carrots? I'd eat it, but in all fairness, Mum, why are you serving him watermelon with chicken and carrots? Like, that's not a normal combo.
Oh, here we go.
Watermelon, chicken and carrots.
How many stars would a hotel get if every room had a view?
Cheers, mate.
Great Martin Brewing Co. The beer from here. It's Super Cheap Auto Super Savers Sale. Save 15% on SEA automotive at all.
Just closing the bins, guys. Don't mind me. Ah! DUFS! No. You've never played Cabin Crew Simulator before? It's very popular. So today we're doing it. Okay, creating flight. Let's see how this works. Aaron Ryan's airline. I can only select that. Ooh, we have plane options. This is actually quite nice. This reminds me of that other airline game, which I don't remember at the moment. I already own this plane. We're going ERJ 145. We're the new JSX. Okay, guys? We're the new JSX. I can customize it? Wait. Confirmed paying upper fuselage for $20. Oh, yeah. Now that this is a Lakers plane, I don't want this. Ooh, that's kind of snazzy. Oh, we got to paint all these sections purple real quick. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay, now how do I get back? Oh my goodness, I can buy more seats. Okay, I don't want to waste money yet. We only have economy class. I have no reason to waste money. We can even add a lounge. Okay, let's get out of here. We can choose our routes. New York, is that to LA? Where is that? San Francisco something? We even have food options. Are these all free? No, they're not. Nope, I ain't buying that. We'll go with the pretzels. You know what? Pretzels are fine. The only drinks we need on a flight is Diet Coke. There is no diet. There's sorry. So we'll go with regular Coke, coffee, and water. Those are the 3 drinks you need. Beyond that, who cares, right? We're trying to be frugal, guys. We're trying to be frugal. The ERJ crew selected. Done. Let's get a flight in. Come on, let's go. Whoa! Is that a gang? What is that? Oh, I need to go through security, don't I? Expedited. That's me. I own the airline. I get to go through expedited. Okay, we'll go through here. They didn't catch my gun, guys. It's all good. I hid it in a very secret place, if you know what I mean. Okay, walk into the jetway to get into your air. Click start boarding whenever you're ready. So our passengers, even flight attendants like this guy, can't come in. We're exclusive here, folks. I told you, we're semi-private, JSX. Okay, getting in. Let's hope today is turbulence-free. You're right about that, buddy. Coffee for L. You're speaking my language now. Come on.
1.7? Holy shit!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See. You guys ready? It looks like nothing's functioning. But I'm okay with that if you are. Did you bring... No, I didn't bring snacks. Good Lord. Are y'all ready? I have to go out of first person to click start boarding. 3, 2, 1. Passenger now boarding. Come on, folks. Time to put on my... Oh, no, he's a fraud. First passenger. She's going to Miami, I can tell. Second passenger. He's going to San Francisco. Third he's going to, like, Detroit. Whoa, that was quick.
We're expecting a smooth ride today, so the seatbelt sign should remain off for most of the flight. Thanks for flying with us, and once again, welcome aboard.
Okay, are we ready? Close the boarding door. We're about to be locked in here together, folks. Oh, we have an empty seat. Close. Say goodbye to the cruel, cruel world. Just closing the vents, guys. Don't mind me. Are your seatbelts on? Make sure your phone's in airplane mode. We have a problem, folks. With us being, well, I'm pacing back and forth if you couldn't tell. With us being, and I'm lecturing the passengers, with us being a high-end, semi-private airline, our margins are thin. As you can see, we don't rely on pure numbers. That means each passenger is of significant financial benefit to the airline. That's the only way. We don't care about you in any other way. Got it, Miami woman? We care about how much money you're bringing. And the fact that we have 3 open seats out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 seats is really bad. That's like 28% empty. So we may have to throw some of you off mid-flight. Okay, what do you want, woman? Help any passengers with the orange. Can you bring your seat upright? I've done that. Okay. Can you stow your... Oh, yeah, our tray table's out. Put that... Hey! Why are you talking to... Fazbear? Is that her name? It's you guys. She's looking at you guys on the screen. She's looking at nothing. She's a poser. She's looking at the weather app. Cockpit door. Close it. Lock that. The cabin is now prepared for departure. Ready? Okay. Are we all ready? Oh, I can talk. Please prepare for pushback. We'll be departing momentarily. Here we go. What can we see outside? Can I crouch? Apparently not. Oh, yeah. Starting it up, baby. I'm not going to lie. I think a real airline needs this livery. This is cool. JSX, are you listening? Let's get rid of the red and white. Let's go purple and white. I promise it'll be... Look how fast the time is going. Good Lord. Okay, we're about to be on the runway. And it's... Oh! What?
Iron Leap. Big brand gifts at prices you can't keep yourself.
Shut up.
Welcome to the Salamasca.
Oh, man. Oh, hell yeah. All right. We're doing this.
Just soak up all this piss now before the storm we're about to go through. Right, Karens.
God, don't know how I did that. I thought it'd help, but no, I just feel like shit. Now, we all have Karens, no matter where you are in the world, you're gonna find a Karen. Some places are more populated than others with them, but it doesn't really matter, because all it takes is one Karen to piss off an entire neighbourhood. Like, if you've got a Karen in your area, everyone's gonna know about her. I mean, I had a Karen across the street that actually parked a car in the parking spot that's next to her house, just so no one can park there, even though they've got an entire drive to the themselves. It's not blocking their house or anything, they just don't like people parking near their house. I remember I just woke up and I got that unnecessary loud ring doorbell notification that someone's rang my doorbell. I don't know how to change it. Like, someone rings my doorbell and it connects to every TV in the house, every Alexa, and my phone. So I got woke up with an intense, somebody's at your front door. Oh, fuck no, what? What's happening? What's happening? So I open up the ring doorbell app, go into live view, and bang, it's a Karen in the morning. So I'm probably the first victim of many that had to put up with their shit throughout the day. So I put on some clothes, practically sedated, as I just woke up, so I wasn't really thinking straight. If I was, believe me, I would not have answered the door. So I opened the door, and as soon as she started talking, I instantly felt hungover. She started complaining that my car was blocking a drive, so she can't get out, which it wasn't. It wasn't blocking a drive at all. Like,
No, I knew that was going to fucking just knew it, because why would it ever?
she's talking to me, I'm looking over, and I can literally see that a car's already off the drive. So I just went to her. Is that yours? And then she was just like, yes. So then what are we doing here then, please? Like, you woke me up for that shit. Then she started going on about how it's a squeeze to get on and off and that I don't know her routine. But because she attacked me at my weakest part of the day, the moment I just woke up, I was hopeless. And then when I woke up with the right frame of mind, I was like, fuck, I wish I told her. But I won't say much more. Let's just say I really took the piss after that. And now she's moved, so it all worked out great in the end. Right, where was I? What am I doing? This is what Karens do. They get in your head to the point I just went on a full fucking rant about one without even realising. We're going to be watching some Karens, but I want to see who's got the worst ones, the UK or America. I can imagine they're going to be as bad as each other in their own unique ways. Or I might end up actually agreeing with them. I find myself doing that a lot of the time, which I'm actually quite concerned about. I'm going to try and remain biased, honestly, actually. At the end of the day, no matter where they're from, they all follow the same religion. That religion being Karenism. It's real. Google it. Yeah, this is similar to the site I saw. First thing in the morning, it's like
Good night, I love you.
You know, in the morning you get morning breath. Karens get more.
Yeah, so like,
to you? Who fucking told you that?
It's like,
Yes, so. Yes, that's all. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. That's the 20 yards, isn't it? Totally didn't have, but whatever. For fuck's sake. Now I'm gonna have to load all in. Well, now I know where I'm going. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want. Why?
Morning, face.
My son is crying his eyes out. You gave him this bag of sweets, yes?
I'm fucking.
You want to trade crypto, but then there are so many crucial decisions to make. Which exchange to use? What wallet to open?
Oh, that's brilliant. I'm just imagining the kid's face. I don't know if that's what they call it, I just made it up. So when that kid got crying his eyes out, there's no way. Also, right, would a 5-year-old even be aware that a Ferrero Rocher is an expensive chocolate? Is the kid even crying, or should she using it as a cover up to disguise the fact that she's secretly fuming that they're not her favourite chocolates? Because Ferrero Rochers are chocolates, aren't they? Come on, look, just admit it. Your kid was not getting a single fucking bite of a Ferrero Rocher, was he? Not a chance. Halloween is real.
5-year-old.
It's sniffing out like it's golden. It's amusement. Well, my Karen was smart. This is a plan that's so ambushed. You know the person. It's a shit tradition we have anyways, isn't it? Donking up mine. You see how she couldn't handle things? Look, so this isn't just a Sprout wrapped up in a used Ferrero Rocher wrapper in a plastic bag. It is, Mum. That's literally what it is. No. This is life. This is preparing you for the future. Not everything is sunshine and rainbows. You've got to prepare for all aspects in life. Okay, I'm going to stop now. I'm getting too invested. But you get my point, right?
He's never going to want to eat a breakfast spot again.
all have Halloween again. I mean, what were you thinking? Were you not thinking?
You are literally demonstrating exactly what this bloke with the doorbell was thinking.
You did a Brussels sprout to a 5-year-old boy, and expect him to understand.
I had the chocolate, I put the chocolate out, I ate the chocolate, then I put the Brussels sprout in there. That's how I did it.
You took,
And then I gave it.
you took the chocolate out and you ate it.
Why is this coming across like a groundbreaking turn of events? You knew we took it out. That's why you're holding a sprout. That rhymes, actually. You see, even I have better lyricism than KSI.
You think that?
Bro, stop ribbing on the man.
You know what's funny? You know what would be funny?
There she goes. What's she gonna do? Bust the door down, smash the windows, punch the doorbell. Come on, Karen. What you got? Show us.
Oh, that's great. You dropped your Brussels sprout.
Fucking hell, she's built like a Brussels sprout. Even her body structure screams Karen. Right, okay, let's look at an American one. We're just going to be bouncing back and forth between these, just to really fuck up our heads that bit more. I might get another beer, you know. Let me just see the extent of Karen with your limb first.
I'm sorry, I was black.
Wow, just racism from the reception of the doctors. Why would you say that?
I'm sorry, I don't listen to black people.
The I'm sorry really isn't necessary, is it? If the following statement was, I don't listen to black people. The apology beforehand really doesn't add anything to that sentence. She kept saying this when she got the lady the N-word. I knew what she'd tell my camera. She was saying the N-word too. Crazy how we just went from a Karen complaining about some fucking sprouts to straight racism when we look at America.
Bro, I can't do this on controller.
Yeah, I think that should sell. The soon she started shouting the N-word and expressing how much you hate black people, she kind of contradicts herself a little bit because she says she doesn't listen to black people whilst at the same time saying she needs to speak to a doctor. I don't know what doctors are looking like in America, but this is in the UK. I'm just saying that doctor would not be a fan of you. Let's look at another American one.
Driving at me, so I started driving at me, so I stopped. You drove the front of your car into mine.
And now, okay.
Car into mine.
See, I wish I had more context with this, but from what I've just seen, I'm pretty sure I can make a strong assumption. We have a crash that involves a man and a woman. The woman's fault, obviously, case solved. No, but you can't tell it's her fault, being the reason she's so angry and constantly repeating herself.
Stop recording me, bitch! Stop recording me, bitch! Stop recording me, bitch!
Like, shut the fuck up. That's what Americans do as well. They just repeat the same thing over and over again and think saying it loud is going to make the other person think, oh, wait, actually, yeah, you're right, I get it now. You said it 156 times louder and louder each time. I understand.
Stop! Press the charges.
Legal. It is legal. It's a weird one, that, isn't it? Like, I could be walking around the town centre with a camera and just go up to a random person that's sitting down, just stand in front of them and just record them.
It's illegal.
Excuse me, mate. Can you stop recording me? It's legal, mate. Sorry. Legal.
Knock it off.
That's so American.
Knock it off.
It's not necessary, is it? Just get out the car. It's so over the top. You can imagine the cop just being like,
Hey, Jerry, let me try this. Knock it off. All right, never mind. Just get out the vehicle.
yeah.
Stop recording! Stop recording!
Check my phone.
Oh god, she has one of the most annoyingest yells ever. It's one of them back of the throat screams. So they're actually painful to listen to. I like how this guy just turns up when it's nearly over. Alright, what's going on? Do you need me for anything?
Is your nose sneezy? Running?
Oh,
Try Flow nasal sprays and sinus washes. Gentle, effective, and better yet, preservative-free.
preserve.
Breathe freely with Flow.
Imagine if it just went, oh, you got buzzers to me, you should have said you're free to go. Like, what is her logic when she's saying that? Listen, I just smashed the back of his car, put his phone on his hand, and spat in his face, spy out places to be. Can we all just forget about this? Pretend like it never happened? Okay, let's watch another UK Karen. The Brussels sprouts are almost my favourite so far.
I've just got a full night shift and I'm really just need to do some clients going to sleep.
Okay, listen, I'm going to divide a few of you on this one, but I'm with them and I'm not going to lie, because I've experienced the exact same thing.
and it annoys me. And the thing is, once I've realised the baby is crying, I can't unhear it. Because even when I'm watching TV, it's like my brain has permanently isolated that baby's cry into my brain. So until the baby actually stops crying, I'm just there like, 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. If it's not stop crying, I'm knocking. It's that bad. Bearing in mind the baby was crying for a solid 30 minutes straight. Like it was actually a mixture between concern and can you please shut that baby up. The point's not the baby crying, it's the fact the entire fucking street can hear it. This is why I've never actually knocked because of this reason. Like, no matter what way I try and explain it, I'm essentially knocking your door to try and get your baby to shut up. That's bad, isn't it? Like, if I had a kid, I'd be like, get fucked. You know what I mean? I feel as though we all have a bit of Karen in our own heads, but it's just what you decide to express for the world to see.
As soon as I get home, all day.
Yeah, I understand where she's coming from. It's kind of hard for me to back the other woman because I've personally never had to deal with a crying baby. So I can really understand where she's coming from. Whereas this woman, I can fucking relate with her.
Listen, I completely get you from one month to another. I get it. My son is now 5, but honestly, it doesn't cry out like this.
I just bought some noise cancelling headphones. True story. I actually bought some noise cancelling headphones. Every time I hear a baby crying or some kid screaming, I sit the fuckers right on my head. This woman didn't have the vibe of a Karen. She's just sick of hearing a baby crying constantly. But knocking on the door is probably not the best option, is it? There's other ways around it. Let's find an actual British Karen that I can't relate with.
Or do I pay you to actually work? I don't think I do that. I know what time it is.
And that will be my cue to get up and leave. Fuck that. I'd get up, take a big shit in a toilet, not flush it, and get the fuck out of there. They don't get paid enough to be spoken to like shit.
Lunchtime.
Well, by law, they are actually required to take a break, so they're following it. And then she's just like, no, what are you doing? Get up and fix my shit all over the garden. They're following the law, and she's angry.
If you want lunch, and you get off the premises and you go and have lunch elsewhere.
I'd be like, fucking happily. Do you think they want to sit in your shitty back garden when the sun's out? They want to be in the beer garden getting the pints in for the lads talking about football and looking at girls' asses, because that's the life of a tradesman. Work, beer, and pussy. That's not your own wife's.
Yeah, but you're not going to have a break on my time, you're going to have a break on your time.
She's just changing her argument now. First, it was because they was taking it on her premises and not somewhere else. And now it's because they're taking a break on her time and not their time, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. Like, is there a certain time by law that's dedicated to Karens? Shut the fuck up and get back inside.
You don't have to pay us for a break.
Change your argument again, now they're far behind. Yeah, you see, this woman's a fully formed Karen. She follows Karenism 100%. Whoa. Random shit in their arguments when they're wrong and they can't accept responsibility. This woman.
Sorry, are you experienced in the kind of way that we do?
I think my husband does.
You think your husband does? Is your husband here? Has he had a look at the work? No, he hasn't, has he?
No, I said he's not impressed.
Damn it!
Like, we'll get him to fucking do it then. I'm surprised by how relaxed these two are. I'd be out of there from the first sentence. I'd be like, put your husband on first time and let me speak to him. Right, man, we just had an intense threesome with your wife. She's cheating on you. And I'd hang up and fuck off.
Whoa!
I'd be out of there from the first sentence. I'd be like, put your husband on first time and let me speak to him. Right, man, we just had an intense threesome with your wife. She's cheating on you. And I'd hang up and fuck off.
Right, okay. Well, if you want to have a look and see what Gaston says, so what's the next one?
Oh my!
I'm actually telling you to ram your job up your fat ass. Chisel a gigantic dick in the plastic, and then write the quote underneath and what she owes me. I saved. Stop the talking, baby.
Big brand gifts at prices you can't give to yourself. TK Maxx.
Check out the aliens.
Why? Why does my finger do that? Stop sleeping.
Finished by midday. It's a 3-day job. No, it didn't. I didn't say it'll be finished by midday. I said it'll be finished in 3 days. It's a 3-day job. So you want to do an 8-hour day without having a break? A whole 8-hour day without having a break. With manual labour, yeah?
So it's gone from you shouldn't be taking a break here to taking a break on Karen's time and not theirs.
No, fucking hell.
Her husband's not impressed, and now she wants him to work 8-hour days continuously without a break. Right, I'm going to end it with an American one, so then that's the last memory you have when leaving this video.
This lady's freaking out. Look at her. By this point, she has already followed me a few blocks.
You stupid white bitch. That's an American thing, and in the film, I need to mention the skin colour before an insult. It's got no meaning at all. Just let you know that you are white and are a stupid bitch. That's not a sight you want to see in your mirror, though, is it?
Side view mirrors.
I'm not joking, that's what they call them. But you won't want to see that, would you? Just a Karen with a head stuck on the window shouting abuse. You just be like, for fuck's sake, she's following him as well. Oh, that's great.
So wherever you go, I'll be there.
I believe that. Is that how you get a driving license in America? Is it? You suck a cock, and there you go. You can now legally drive. I'm pretty sure the American driving test is one of the easiest ones in the world. All the cars are automatic, and all you have to do is drive a little bit, turn a few corners, stop, and there you go. That qualifies you to drive. In the UK, you actually have to show capability behind the wheel, not just be able to stop and start. I'll pass first time. I'm not going to brag about it. I'm just like,
why is it doing that?
On the day of the test, so that did help. Like the instructor turned up with a completely fucking different car and told me like it wasn't a big deal. The new car was twice the size. I'm just like, man, I'm not being funny, but this is completely fucking different.
I love this. Keep going. This lady is off for me.
You quite clearly do. Following someone saying you don't care about them screams, I care about you.
So this lady is like following me. She is doing really. We called the police on me. I work here. She's going crazy.
Oh, shit, where the fuck did she come from? I don't think this guy's going to help you, mate, especially.
She's doing really. We called the police on me. I work here. She's going crazy.
Oh shit, where the fuck did she come from? I don't think this guy's going to help you, mate, especially after that. Just going to walk to the barrier and go, nah, fuck that, go on, that'll get me involved. Go.
There's 2 lanes that turn left. You're so wrong. Yes, you're so wrong.
Ready to go. If you would like to
Oh, for
You
fuck.
literally followed it. What do you need to pull over?
We all pulled over. You just punched me.
Thank God she has. She's lucky it's this guy, because if she picked the wrong man, there's some out there that would still knock you the fuck out regardless of the fact you're a woman.
Why did you punch me, Liz?
Why did you punch me, man? This big's a pussy. Beat the fucking.
Well, on that note, I'm going to call it a day there. What do you lot think? Who was the best characters? Let me know in the comments. And follow me on Instagram, links in the description. I'm going to start being more active on there as I go to America. I'm going to be getting all the updates and my stories and stuff, so yeah, follow me. And if my neighbours are watching this video with a crying baby, shut it the fuck off, please. And if my neighbours are watching this video with a crying baby, shut it the fuck off, please.
Hello.
You should join me in Ultra on Hell.
Oh, now I have to fucking load everything by fucking hand. You know. Stuck with Bo. Day like today when you're rolling. You put the face on.
hope that all of you guys, particularly all of you kids that come in today, get in, breathe, have a good day. Thank you so much. May I also extend a huge thank you to the wonderful company who came in here, gave a really great performance. And of course, the legendary Buzzford crew. What absolute legend. Mate, thank you very, very much. Give it a good round of applause. Oh yeah. The Lyndon and the crew down there.
Right.
So much. There's always just wonderful to have them here. And our wonderful new friends, mate, you guys put on such an incredible show. I've been a very, very big fan of your music for a very long time. I've been with you for years, following it, loving every single song you guys put out. So very, very meaningful to hear that live. Thank you so much. Now, it's game time, isn't it? Well, first, right, we have to sing a little song.
No, balls. Oh, I remember being. Oh, holy Richard. Bro, this guy's finally getting good.
You may not have asked for what's about to follow, but if you did, then it's on you. It turns out some people have long wondered, well, what bikes have I got? I don't mind doing this that I'm about to do, which is give you a tour of them, because I have never got all of my two-wheel toys out at once in one place and looked at them. So what I'm going to do now, bear with me, is talk you through them. Welcome to a tour of my motorcycle toys.
Well, she loves me.
Sorry, neighbours. This is probably not a good way to kick off a video on Drive Tribe where we're dynamic, fast-moving. I'm going to say, I hope you've got a cup of tea handy and maybe a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. But let me talk you through each of these and where I have them. Well, maybe not each of them, some of them. I'm going to start here, the sort of BMW corner. This is an R90S from mid-70s, and it's ugly and gawky. When I was a kid, I had a model of a police bike of the same sort of era, and I loved it because of this boxer engine, these air-cooled twins that stick out. And that, back in 76, was the business. It was the need to be a fast bike competing with the fast Japs. By contrast, this old truck is kind of the least collectible of everything here. It's my BMW RT. It's just a truck. I use this to go to and from London. It has cruise control and a top box. They're not cool, they don't impress people, but I love it. Before we move further through BMW, it's going to be a mess. Over there is a Kawasaki ZXR 750. When I was a kid, 16, riding around on my little moped, me and my mate Ian used to go to Mixtiano's Kawasaki in Harrogate, and we'd look at things and just dream, because it had these, like hoover pipes, air intakes. Air goes in here, over there, and down into the carburetors below, slurping away to make power. This was the business. By modern standards, unbelievably crude, but this is where bikes, just the same as cars, you look at a car, if you're my age, and it sets the heart racing. That does the job for me. This rather sorry-looking thing is a KR1S. It differs from most of the bikes here. It's a two-stroke, which means below 7,000 RPM, it's only 250cc, below 7,000 RPM, you think it's broken. And then suddenly it comes on the power plant, the valves open, and it goes absolutely berserk. It's a bit like a 1990s Porsche 911 Turbo. None of the power, all of the power. The reason it's got no bodywork on it is I took it into a workshop a while ago. It rhymes with tallest dog, and I dropped off all the tank and the panels to be painted, and we haven't got round to it yet. Now, one more off this side as we move up. Every one of these has a reason to be here. This is an original race bike. This was raced. These are John Tickle parts up front. Again, not fast by modern standards. This was raced. I have pictures of it racing in Imperial in the 50s. And it's a little rocket, and it's a featherbed frame. So this isn't the original normal frame. It was rebuilt onto this frame, and that was all about giving it extra stiffness and lightness, even way back then, decades ago. And it feels like a thoroughbred. there's a couple of these bikes that do have that thoroughbred special feeling. Back to BMW world over here. This is the 30-odd-year-old version of that. I've always had a soft spot for these because they're, well, look, I sit on it and you look like it. I mean, they're Wally-ish, bolt upright, big screen. But this was when the Germans showed us how to make a bike for touring that isn't styled to be exciting, certainly not by modern standards, but God, it worked. I've got this one, even in this somewhat suspect colour, because it was through a friend of a friend. It's 30-odd years old, and it's done a total of 4,500 miles. He was obliged to sell it. He was getting on a bit for riding it, and I thought, well, yeah, I'll take that on. My ambition for this one day is to take it on tour. I just loved it. Even bikers don't like this bike, but I love it. I had another one of these that had done 180,000 miles, and that on a bike is phenomenal. Then we get really old. Still with BMW, this is 1929. Note the same Boxer, the same flat twin. There's something about Boxer configuration engines that I just adore, the way the pistons work opposite one. Has a completely different effect on the crank. You find the same configuration of engine in the 911. Maybe that's why I love those. The difference between this and a contemporary, hate to say it, English, British bike is phenomenal. I had a 29 Sunbeam of the same era, and it was like operating a Victorian printing press whilst riding a motorcycle. Everything was complex and different. You had to light the lights with a match. This, though, it's just a motorbike. And now I'm going to risk everything by seeing if it'll start. I mean, it probably will. It's pretty reliable. One of these does mixture, and one of these does ignition. I'm going to put them both in the middle and see if it will play ball. Let's see if it's in gear. Note, shaft drive. Right, let's just fuel on. I think that's on. Give it a bit of a tickle. What I'm doing now is putting fuel into the float bowl. I'm putting stale fuel into the float bowl, let's be honest. Oh, hello, it kicked back. That's a good sign. Oh, it kicked back again. I think there's a good chance this will start. No, it's now flooded. And honestly, that's not bad.
How to escape the heat if you don't have an air conditioner.
It's smaller than a lunchbox that cools any room within 3 minutes and uses nothing.
Now you could, and I'm not going to, set off and ride the length of the country on that. It will just go on forever. But they were so beautifully made. That's another bike I've had many years and should never get rid of. We're talking about old bikes, Bruff Superior, often called the Rolls Royce of motorcycles. Lawrence of Arabia rode them. He was also killed on one. That's good. This is the SS80, guaranteed to do 80 miles an hour. There was an SS100, guaranteed to do 100 miles an hour. This is in the 1920s, bear in mind. Bruff as a manufacturer, they didn't make everything. They made frames, but then the engine, they were either Jap or matchless engines. But all George Bruff did was go and get all the very, very best possible parts, the forks, everything, and assemble them into one motorcycle. They cost as much as a row of normal houses in their day. They were incredible devices. I could try and start. I'm going to try and start it. Again, we've got to advance, we've got to retard the ignition and enrich the mixture, then fuel on. I'm not guaranteeing success here. Tickle it up. Oh, that's already well tickled up. I'm not turning the fuel off again. Okay, well, let's check it's not in here. If you've just joined, yes, I am talking through all of my motorcycles, and that's because some people asked for it, and I'm sorry for those who didn't.
Please specify the topic further before we proceed. Very well. I just received an electronic mail from my sister. She sent me a brochure from the gallery in Silver Run Forest. There will be another exhibition of her carved figurines. will acknowledge her desire to rub her success in my face, but the jury is still out to decide who is the better wood carver. Although she was trained by our father, we were both introduced to woodworking at an early age. Immediately, an ongoing wood carving contest was born. We did not have any special motifs for our carvings, but took any random opportunity to immortalize something in wood. Seen a bird? Carve it. Neighbors got a new dog? Carve it. Hungry for some cake? No butter in the house. Carve it instead. Our parents had to be our jury, and they had a lot of judging to do.
Anyways, I'm about to take your ass over. Alright, time to buy you. How much are you offered? 3 grand! Oh my god. Well, we can't go back now. Ouch. Alright. I'm guessing it's part of this. Sell the wood. Nothing happened because it went inside my mill. Oh, why does non-controller work? I wish the controller would work just so I can. So what time is it? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go because I'm tired. My drugs wet. Nothing out. So I'm gonna